For more than 25 years, the smartest 30 minutes on television. From the campus of Wake Tech Community College, get your crania in gear. It's time to play Brain Game.
Competing today are Southeast Raleigh High School and Cedar Ridge High School. Applause all around, everybody. There we go. Good job. Nice high five and congrats. Very good. All right. All right, well, hello and welcome to Brain Game, everyone. I'm your host, Mark Roberts. Thank you so much for joining us here at Wake Tech's Scott Northern Wake campus. Let's get started and meet the players. How about that? First up, from Cedar Ridge High School in Hillsboro, we have Grayson, Jack, and Ella. That's Cedar Ridge High School, everybody. All right, from Southeast Raleigh, we have Andrew, Megdoot, and CJ. Southeast Raleigh, everyone. Oh, there we go. All right. That was good applause right there. Very nice. All right. Remember, in Brain Game, each team will have a first crack at 3 questions in each category. Correct answers in Brain Game earn you 20 points. Incorrect, you lose 20. If a team can't answer a question, they can pass. So the other team should always be ready with a response. Our teams look ready to go over there. Even one guy's yawning right now. That's all right. We'll get over that, okay? But anyway, okay. So let's get to our first set of questions. We start with pop-up culture. Players, today the topic is comic book colors. For each question, I will list the names of some superheroes. Each correct answer will be the common color that links them together. Here we go, players. We will start pop-up culture with Cedar Ridge. Bolt, Canary, Widow, Panther.
Our team's answer is black.
That is correct. Hulk, Skull, Guardian.
Our team's answer is green.
That is incorrect. Southeast.
Our team's answer is red.
Red is correct. Now, we'll round out pop-up culture with Cedar Ridge. Arrow, Lantern, Goblin.
Our team's answer is green.
There's the green answer. All right, very good. All right, now let's do pop-up culture with Southeast Raleigh. First one, Marvel, Streak, Beetle.
Our team's answer is blue.
Blue is right. Noise, Tiger, Wolf.
Our team's answer is white.
White is correct. And last pop-up culture for Southeast Raleigh. Fox, Samurai, Surfer.
Our team's answer is silver.
Silver is correct. All right. Time now for our next category, and that means we're jumping into the world of news. For today's edition of Headliners, we need our players to be on top of current events. Each team starts with a visual clue. So we're going to begin Headliners over here with Cedar Ridge. After the passing of Senator Dianne Feinstein, he appointed union organizer LaFonza Butler to the open seat. Who is he?
Our team's answer is Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom is correct. All right, sticking with Cedar Ridge for Headliners. Attorney Sidney Powell pled guilty to 6 misdemeanors in the election racketeering prosecution in what state?
Our team's answer is Georgia.
Georgia is right. And last Headliners for Cedar Ridge. For the first time in their franchise's history, what team won Major League Baseball's World Series in 2023?
Our team's answer is the Rangers.
That is correct, the Texas Rangers. All right, good job on that. All right, going over doing Headliners with Southeast Raleigh. In October, what former U.S. Vice President suspended his presidential campaign?
Our team's answer is Mike Pence.
Mike Pence is right. Narges Mohammadi was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her work in support of the rights of women in what Asian country?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Cedar Ridge if you would like to try.
I'd like to defer.
Malaysia. Our team's answer is Malaysia.
That is incorrect. Iran is what we were looking for. All right, rounding out Headliners with Southeast Raleigh. In November, the Hanshin Tigers Baseball Club won the Japan Series, reversing the curse said to have put on the team by the ghost of what founder of KFC?
Our team's answer is Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders is correct. Well, it's a finger-licking good matchup so far, isn't it, out there? Our teams today both feature canine mascots or nicknames. Cedar Ridge Red Wolves, there's an actual red wolf in the audience, and the Southeast Raleigh Bulldogs. As we head across America for our next category, we're looking for states by their nicknames. I'll give you the nickname in question. Each correct answer will be the name of a state. So let us begin across America with Cedar Ridge. The NBA's Lakers used to call what state home? The land of 10,000 lakes.
Our team's answer is Minnesota.
Minnesota is right. Sticking with Cedar Ridge, what state is known as the Battle-Born State? As it entered the Union during the Civil War, its official nickname is the Silver State.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast Raleigh if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is Nevada.
Nevada is the one. Now, we're rounding out across America with Cedar Ridge here. What state's official nickname is the Show Me State? It's also called the Gateway to the West.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast.
Our team's answer is Missouri.
Missouri is correct. All right, now we're doing across America with Southeast Raleigh. What state is known as the Magnolia State? A large one appears on its new state flag.
Our team's answer is Mississippi.
Mississippi is correct. We don't have to spell that. We know how to do that. All right, sticking with Southeast Raleigh, America's Dairyland appears on its license plates. What state is nicknamed the Badger State?
Our team's answer is Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is the one. And rounding out across America with Southeast Raleigh, in the song Take Me Home Country Roads, this state is called Almost Heaven. It's officially nicknamed the Mountain State.
Our team's answer is West Virginia.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain. Don't sing on television, Mark. Okay, all right, sorry. Players, we've hit our first break, and I promise we're moving forward. But coming up, you can earn points by going backwards in word power. That plus arts and lit when Brain Game returns, everyone.
There is a road laid out for me,
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Call it drive, call it motivation, or even determination. We all have a spark, something that burns within, a drive to prove ourselves, motivation to succeed, determination to prove them wrong, a spark to do the unexpected. It's time to fuel that spark, ignite your future. Wake Tech.
In keeping with the FCC regulations regarding children's television programming, WRAL's Children's Programming Report documenting our compliance is available for viewing in the station's online public file, located on the FCC's website at stations.fcc.gov. The Children's Television Programming Report is also available for public viewing during our normal business hours, Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. WRAL TV is located at 2619 Western Boulevard in Raleigh.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. Got a great game going up here at Wake Tech. After the first round of play, we have Cedar Ridge on the board with 80 points. Southeast Raleigh has 220. It's time to find out how well our players can do at filling in the blanks. In today's word power, each correct answer will be a palindrome. Those are words that are the same backwards as they are forward. So, we're going to begin palindromes with Cedar Ridge. This 7-letter word is used to indicate that someone in the past was considered as a god.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast Raleigh, if you would like to try that.
Our team's answer is Deity.
That is incorrect. Deified is what we were looking for. All right, coming back now to Cedar Ridge. This 7-letter word is a professional instrument for people like Joey Logano, Lewis Hamilton, and Brittany Force.
Our team's answer is trumpet.
That is incorrect. Southeast, if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is pass.
They are race car drivers. Race car is the answer there. All right, sticking with Cedar Ridge now for your last word power. From the Latin for to hold. This 5-letter word is a principle or belief held in common by members of an organization or profession.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast Raleigh if you want to try that.
Our team's answer is pass.
Tenet, the answer we're looking for. All right, let's try palindrome's word power with Southeast Raleigh. This 5-letter adjective describes something related to a city. As a noun, it's Honda's best-selling model.
Civic.
Civic is correct. In Greenland, it is spelled with 2 Q's and a J. Name the 5-letter word for a narrow boat popular in subarctic cultures.
Our team's answer is kayak.
Kayak is correct. And last word power for Southeast Raleigh. This 7-letter adjective is part of a phrase that describes the muscles and tendons that stabilize the shoulder and allow a wide range of motion. And they go south on you when you get older, let me tell you.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Cedar Ridge, if you want to try.
Our team's answer is rotator.
Rotator is correct. All right. It didn't make the list, but Taco Cat is one of my favorite palindrome examples out there because I like tacos and cats. But anyway, let's get on to our next category, arts and literature. Players today, we're asking questions on classic works to modern day pieces. It's a lot of ground to cover, so be sure to work together. Each team will start with a visual clue. And let's begin arts and lit with Cedar Ridge. She's the object of the War of the Austrian Succession, Holy Roman Empress, and ruler of the Habsburg domains. Who is this long-serving Queen Regnant of Hungary?
Our team's answer is Catherine the Great.
That is incorrect. Southeast Raleigh?
Defer to CJ.
Our team's answer is Maria Theresa.
That is correct, CJ. All right, back to Cedar Ridge. This former dentist wrote Riders of the Purple Sage, and his name contains a color as well. Who is this Old West novelist?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast.
Our team's answer is pass.
Zane Grey, the answer we're looking for. And let's round out arts and lit with Cedar Ridge. A forger sold 3 watercolors by this Russian painter who saw them later and exposed the fraud. Who is this painter of I and the Village?
Our team's answer is pass.
Southeast Raleigh, would you like to try that one?
Our team's answer is pass.
Marc Chagall, the answer we're looking for. All right, now let's do arts and lit with Southeast Raleigh. What French painter created Horst frightened by a thunderstorm after seeing a similar painting by Géricault? He is more famous for Liberty leading the people.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Cedar Ridge.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer there is Eugene Delacroix. Next one, we're with Southeast Raleigh again. What prolific African-American author and activist wrote The Color Purple?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Cedar Ridge.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is Alice Walker. And rounding out arts and lit with Southeast Raleigh, New York painter Nat Tate was introduced to the world by what famous rock star in 1998? The artist himself was a hoax, unlike Ziggy Stardust.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Cedar Ridge if you want to try.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer there is David Bowie. All right. Well, come in ground control. Do you remember that one? That's old people remember that stuff. We're headed to our next break, but when we come back, we're blasting off with rocket science, playing a charming edition of Name Game, and crunching some numbers. Brain Game will be right back, everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. Looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
It's Dutch. Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. Got a great game going on up here at Wake Tech's Scott Northern Wake campus. After the second round of play, we have Cedar Ridge on the board with 60, and Southeast Raleigh has 260. Time for substitutions in Brain Game, and we have a substitution for each team. Coming in for Cedar Ridge, we have Lev. Welcome, Lev, to the game, everybody. And Southeast Raleigh will now add Callie to the slate there. There's Callie's in there. All right. Duly welcomed in. Let's get back to the action with Name Game. Players, today it's all about Baltimore. Each correct answer will be the name of a notable person from the Charm City. So let's begin Name Game Baltimore with Cedar Ridge. Her father was mayor of Baltimore. She was elected to Congress after she and her husband moved to California. Who is referred to by some as Speaker Emerita?
Our team's answer is Nancy Pelosi.
That is correct. All right, good job on that one. Sticking with Cedar Ridge now. This Baltimore son is known for experimental music with his Mothers of Invention and the songs Don't Eat the Yellow Snow and Valley Girl. Who is the father of Moon Unit and Diva Muffin?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast Raleigh.
Our team's answer is pass.
The answer there is Frank Zappa. And last one for Cedar Ridge in Name Game. This African-American civil rights leader escaped from slavery in Maryland in 1838. Who is the founder of the abolitionist newspaper, The North Star?
Our team's answer is Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass is the guy. All right. Now, let's segue over to Southeast Raleigh for Baltimore Name Game. Nicknamed the Baltimore Bullet, what swimmer holds the all-time record for the number of medals won by an individual?
Our team's answer is Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps is correct. He's a better swimmer. I think I do better commercials, but anyway. All right, sticking with Southeast Raleigh, he served as governor of Maryland for almost 2 years. Who resigned from the office of U.S. Vice President in October of 1973?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Cedar Ridge.
Our team's answer is pass.
Spiro Agnew, the answer we're looking for. And last one for Southeast Raleigh in Name Game. He lived in Baltimore from 1939 to 1950. He was a founder of the NAACP, who was the author of The Souls of Black Folk.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Cedar Ridge.
Our team's answer is pass.
That is W.E.B. Du Bois. He's got a big display up in Wake Forest, all right? Now, players, have your pencils and scratch paper ready. It is time to play Crunching Numbers. You now have twice as much time to answer your questions. If you're still stumped, you can always pass to the other team and let them have a crack at it. Students, pay attention. All right. I kind of sound like an instructor there, don't I? They looked up for a second. All right, going over to Cedar Ridge for crunching numbers first. In circle O, the measure of arc AB is 30 degrees. What is the measure of angle ACB?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast Raleigh if you'd like to try that. Need something over there.
Our team's answer is pass.
15 degrees, the answer we're looking for. Sticking with Cedar Ridge, what is the largest prime factor of 111?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast Raleigh if you want to try that.
Our team's answer is 37.
37 is right. And last crunching numbers for Cedar Ridge. In the binary number system, all even numbers will end in what digit? That was polite. You didn't say anything. That's all right. That's a little miss. Again, we're Cedar Ridge here. Last crunching numbers for Cedar Ridge.
Our team's answer is 0.
0 is correct. All right, now Southeast Raleigh gets to crunch numerically. Here we go. If a line has a slope of 2 and passes through the point 311, what is the line's y-intercept?
Our team's answer is 5.
5 is right. Sticking with Southeast Raleigh, the square root of 117 can be simplified to 3 times the square root of what number?
Our team's answer is 13.
13 is right. And last crunching numbers for Southeast Raleigh. What type of angle has a measure of more than 180 degrees, but less than 360 degrees?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Cedar Ridge, if you want to take a shot at that.
Our team's answer is pass.
Reflex, the answer we're looking for there. Well, here's a little more math. We're 42 questions in with only 6 more to go before the finals. It's now time for rocket science. Players were covering physics, chemistry, astronomy, and earth science. This is where teamwork can really pay off. Each team will start with a visual question. And we'll begin rocket science with Cedar Ridge. The A-type is used in treating disorders caused by muscle spasms. Produced by the Clostridium bacteria, what is this extremely poisonous substance?
Our team's answer is ammonia.
That is incorrect. Southeast Raleigh.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is Botox, or botulinum, Botox. Sticking with Cedar Ridge, what temperature is a substance at when its vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Southeast Raleigh.
Our team's answer is pass.
We all get there sometimes. Boiling point is the answer we're looking for. And last, rocket science for Cedar Ridge. Noise-canceling headphones rely on this interaction between waves to work. What is this destructive process?
Our team's answer is pass.
Southeast Raleigh.
Our team's answer is pass.
Interference, the answer we're looking for. All right, let's try rocket science with Southeast Raleigh. OSIRIS-REx recently returned a sample container to Earth delivering material from what type of solar system body?
Our team's answer is asteroid.
Asteroid is correct. The angle of this phenomenon is equal to the angle of incidence for a mirror. What is this process where a wave reverses itself on contact with a surface?
Our team's answer is reflection.
Reflection is right. And last rocket science for Southeast Raleigh. Bonds composed of attractions between charges are known by what term?
Our team's answer is ionic.
Ionic is correct. All right. 8 categories down, just 1 more question to go. We're globetrotting to the Southern Hemisphere when Brain Game returns, everyone.
Want to get out of just about anything? Use the environment excuse.
Dear housemates, due to the environmental impact of food waste, I'm eating all your leftovers. You're welcome.
Is that my shirt and pants and shoes?
I mean, I'm literally saving the environment.
Ooh, what's this about?
I'm just doing my part for the environment.
What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi!
Gotta love an open mic carpool.
Less cars, more jokes!
Is that Mima's punch bowl?
We use way too much plastic. Think of the planet.
Who is the best princess?
The environment is the best excuse. Find an out and opt in to save the Earth. Just scan this code.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free. Take me down to the river and walk.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. Hope you're playing along on your TV or your favorite device right now. If you want more information on the smartest 30 minutes on television, go to WRAL.com and type in the search words Brain Game for the season schedule, final scores, and to watch past episodes. Our regular round of play ended with Cedar Ridge on the board at 100 points and Southeast Raleigh with 400. Up to 200 points are now on the table, and it all comes down to our game's final question. Each team determined how much to risk on globetrotting during the commercial break. Teams, here is your all-important final question. This city's Latin motto is Spes Boana. It is known for Table Mountain and is a legislative capital. What is this second largest city in South Africa? Stay tuned. The final answer and the final scores when Brain Game returns.
There are oceans and rocks, places where fish swim and birds fly. History is made, art is created, things happen that should always be remembered. Heroes emerge, a woman sets people free, a man makes light, a leader steps forward. It can be a place, a feeling, a state of mind. So get up, get out there, and find your park.
Call it drive, call it motivation, or even determination. We all have a spark, something that burns within, a drive to prove ourselves, motivation to succeed, determination to prove them wrong, a spark to do the unexpected. It's time to fuel that spark. Ignite your future. Wake Tech.
I am blind, but I need not see. I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free.
Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. The teams are locked in with their answers to today's final question, which is, this city's Latin motto is Spes Boana. It is known for Table Mountain and is a legislative capital. What is this second largest city in South Africa? Let's go to our teams. Let's start off with Cedar Ridge. Please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is Johannesburg.
That was incorrect. You risked 0 points. That brings your game total to 100. All right, now, let's see if that pays. Let's go over to Southeast Raleigh. Please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer was Pretoria.
Also incorrect. The correct answer was Cape Town. So, with that final score of 400, Southeast Raleigh is today's Brain Game winner, everybody. How about that? All right. Congratulations to Southeast Raleigh. Please join us next week when Broughton High School takes on Edgecombe County Early College. Thank you for watching Brain Game, the smartest 30 minutes on TV, everyone.